look! Storm? Yunobo's back. There's his hammer. Yunobo, there's a Goron. It might be Yunobo, but there's the hammer. There's the hammer right here. Okay, so we have a lot to unpack from this trailer, and I think we're going to get one scene at a time today. So, in this scene, we do see a construct here battling a choo-choo. This means that it's not constructs are bad, it's more of constructs are security guards who are overreacting to Link. And choo-choo. Now, it also means that there will be ground enemies in the sky. Perhaps a construct on the ground as well. We see some... Okay, here's something interesting. This drawing right here, I can't tell what it is, but when I look at it, my immediate thought, maybe this is some Skyward Swordy, but it looks like Levias, almost. Maybe it's a Leviathan. Another thing interesting is the music that plays, so I'll rewind a bit. But... maybe it's been heard elsewhere, but I immediately recognize this as the Bridge of Elden theme for at least Smash Bros. I think it's also the theme for Twilight Princess. We see a structure here. We do get a closer shot later. Stuff on the ground, looking for the Calvin Fort. This rock has piqued my curiosity though, because this rock, it almost looks like another rock that I'll show you again later, but without a green spiral. So here we have, I'm guessing this is Hateno Village. They've gone mushroom style. They're wearing mushroom hats. Mushrooms. Mushroom fashion shop. I don't know why. Here is Hyrule Field, and you have Hylian tents set up. Birds, structures, tower in the distance. There's another interesting structure. And there's Link just walking through. There's no one here, weirdly enough. There are tents, but no one's here. But there is a cart, so maybe we have to bring people. Here's the shot I was telling you about. So there's that interesting structure, kind of round. Almost looks like a piece of the Sky Island completely fell. And there's the rock I was talking about with the green spiral. I don't know what it means. Could these be our new versions of shrines? Well, we'll see. And the whole time Link's been wearing this outfit, notice. So here we see camera's moving down a bridge on a lake. And based on this architecture, we can guess that he is in Zonai territory. There was a tornado up there. I'll show you a picture, but yeah. Here we see this like temple-like thing, like these stone stairs, and then something's moving in the distance. It starts to rise up. Another green spiral. A green spiral there. And this is rising. And it's a temple. Looks like it has Zonai architecture, but it's a little dark and sandy to tell. We have Hyrule Castle as it's being lifted up. Pieces of Sky Island fall. This scene. Oh, no, too far. That's not what I meant to do. this scene is a bit interesting because we see NPCs in the lower area down here, seeing Hyrule Castle being lifted up. This isn't like in Breath of the Wild where they're like, oh yeah, Calamity Ganon did happen, but the princess sealed him away. He's possible to return, but for now, we'll just go about our business. No, they know something is going on, and yeah, they know. I'm wondering how the NPCs are going to be acting this time. Like in Breath of the Wild, they were just like, yeah, he was sealed away. He'll return someday, but you kinda we're good for now, I think. But yeah, it's being lifted up. They know they're not safe. And then there's a build site over here. This was seen clearly in the gameplay trailer. Yeah. But yeah, probably build a new house. And this was my favorite scene. This is my favorite scene. Okay, we're seeing this guy, assuming he's on top of Hyrule Castle. He might not be. But the blood moon is big, it's close, and this guy with malice clothes and malice hair is facing the blood moon like he's just been re-energized by arms, turn around, cut off his face. That is just, oh man. So many, I know, like, okay, remember the scene, we'll come back to it later. Reaching for Zelda. I believe he's had this, we've seen this exact scene before, except I don't think we saw him miss Zelda. I think we saw him grab Zelda instead. Is with Zelda falls. Okay, we've seen Zelda fall before, but this scene is different. She into so it's interesting on her left hand. Wait a second. Her left hand is clutched, almost as she's holding something precious. Imagine with me. I'll come back to this scene too, but it looks like she's holding something important. Here Link is pushing some sort of wheel, and if you were to watch the scene without me pausing it, you would see that this circle moves too. And what's interesting, we have this dispenser looking thing over here with these orbs inside, and it looks like this is the reception tray. My mini guess is maybe like Gyrospheres from Jurassic Park. Here we see Link with an interesting looking spear, but he twirls it in his fingers. But what's interesting is we have all of these mobs, but we have this guy on a horse. Looks like arrows are being oh no, that's just swing riding. But these people, they rally to forces to help fight against these monsters as well. This guy better look out though, because he's got a mob. Okay, here's an interesting scene. Link is on a Sheikah lift. He has this winch on the front of him with a cord, and the cord goes down below. So possibly this is like, I don't remember the name of the main character, but the Greek mythology of the Minotaur, the guy goes into the maze with a ball of yarn, defeats the Minotaur, then uses the yarn to get himself back out. That's possibly what this is supposed to do, or it's like a keep in touch with us while you go into a deep area, because notice he also has a Sheikah switch. That's what I call it, because literally you take your Nintendo Switch, you add a few little gizmos on it, and you throw on a Sheikah symbol, you get yourself a Sheikah switch, which is exactly what he's holding. It's also what Zelda is supposed to be holding in this official artwork or concept art. I don't know what it is. This is not a leak. This is like official stuff from the Nintendo website. That's what that is. So don't get mad at me. But yeah, Sheikah switch. There we go. Here we see this character, and there are some other figures in the background, but we can't make out a whole lot about them. This character, the hair with like going back and out and the big ears, I'm pretty sure this is the mystery character from the mural with the tears. It almost, and there's a whole bunch of red around them, so malice. So I don't know what's going on, but excuse me. And also look at this neck. The necklace that they're wearing. Keep an eye out for that because I'm pretty sure we see that again later. Link in the court. It's been repaired since Calamity Ganon, so some time has passed, and we see all these sparkles. These look like they're the same sparkles that Zelda was surrounded by. Here we see Zelda, well, same writing, so we can assume it's Zonai. So some sort of Zonai thing, and this is like rolling together, rolling down. I'm gonna throw out a wild guess here. Those little orbs that we saw earlier, what if Link takes the right track and ends up right in this little dish right here? Wait a second, that little dish, that was seen in the previous trailer with the person who reaches her hand down and Link grabs it. I think that's the same altar thing.
And that legendary sword he carries.
Okay, things to note here. One is only visible right now. You have blurred out Koroks. Now, I'm going to tell you this because this tells us that Koroks are most likely back. They are back. And, there was a Nintendo Tears of the Kingdom commercial leak, and it did show a Korok puzzle. I'm not going to show it to you because that'd be illegal, but it showed a Korok puzzle, and we see two Koroks already here. Koroks are in fact back. Some of you might be happy about that, some of you might be sad about that, angry about that. A lot of you are hoping that Hasty doesn't give us his gift again.
This line of defense will be Link.
Now here's the thing. Link is grabbing the Master Sword. At first I thought, oh, you gather all the things that restore the Master Sword, then you put it in front of the Great Deku Tree, and then the Master Sword is restored. No. His hand is Link's normal right hand. The right hand is the one that has been malified. So this is a flashback. What I'm guessing is, like in the beginning cutscenes or in a memory, Zelda says, Link, we're gonna go see if we can find Ganondorf's body and prevent him from returning. So Link says, okay, cool, let me just go grab the Master Sword, because he gave it back to the Great Deku Tree. Like, I don't need this anymore. Oh, great, let me go get it again. Let's go! Anyway, yeah, but this is a flashback. And there it is. Remember when I said remember the necklace? It's at the top. That is, I mean, it could just be another necklace, but I'm guessing that this is the same person with the goat face that we saw earlier. And there's Zelda. But yeah, so this looks like the same person. It's definitely the mystery figure. Here's something interesting. Zelda has a tear on a necklace, and mystery figure looks like they have a tear on the back of their hand. These get very, very important in a few seconds. But here, Zelda, look. Looks like Zelda's blushing, and then she said, almost as if she's now the one who has forgotten her memory. Here we see Link has a royal shield attached to a royal claymore, so when the constructs attack, automatic shield bash. Here we see Link going up. There's another one of the ships. There's a spiral, a whole bunch of parkour stuff, and we see a chickling who has, it looks like it. That's the Great Eagle Bow. I don't know what happened to Taboo, but this little chick has the Great Eagle Bow now. And you'll see swirls around her. I have a feeling I know what this is too, but I'll get to that in a minute. Link is in, looks like a temple, and he is fighting a construct on minecarts. Oh look, they have fused fans to the minecarts to propel them forward. This is clearly an Elden dungeon, as that is a Gorok symbol. Goron. It's a combination of Goron and Korok. So if you have a Goron marries a Korok, you get Gorok. Oh my goodness, my battery's about to die. There we go, now it's plugged in. So, yeah, fans attached. I don't know if these were pre-fused or if Link had to fuse them himself. So let's move on. Here we see the chick again with the spirals and, oh, ice spider. Link is somehow also using the wind from the chick, but yeah, ice spider. Interesting fireball. I couldn't see anything interesting in this except just like a dramatic transition to this.
I know why I am here. It's something.
Here, Zelda is holding a tear. Remember when I said it looked like she was clutching something important? Imagine she found this, and this is what she was holding. So when she fell, this saved her. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, she's holding it, and this saves her. It'd be fun if either that or she's dead. I'd rather it be this.
Only I can do.
Oh, ooh, okay, so, just rewind.
Only I can do.
Okay, so, based on these rocks, I said this is where dehydrated Ganondorf was sleeping, and you can tell that because he does look dehydrated. All that malice that was inside him is now spewed out, and it goes to the sky, and that's where we get all of the new moves.
Do not look away.
You see Lionels with antlers. Here we get to see, oh, who is this? It's Ganondorf? But that guy earlier looked like Demise. Oh, maybe I'm right. Maybe the Ganondorf is controlling, or Demise is controlling Ganondorf's brain. No. Nintendo themselves have confirmed this is Ganondorf. The Demon King Ganondorf has returned. But that guy looked so much like Demise. Well, they said that this is Ganondorf. They showed pictures of this guy as Ganondorf, not that guy. Demise could still be back. Because when they confirm that this is Ganondorf, they also confirm something else. It almost looks like Ganondorf has a tear in his forehead. In this picture, you can see the tear more clearly highlighted. These tears, again, are important because I'm going to show you why in a second. But War Scream. Okay, this looks interesting. I'm like, is this a malicified Leviathan? Maybe. I mean, other things have returned. She's got a tear, is glowing, and now she's about to do something with her hand. This looks, jewel, check. Eyes, check. Ears, check. This is, and also see this, like, piece going down off of her dress? That looks like the top of what we saw in the final reveal trailer. It looks like she might be the one who reaches down. But, she also looks like the one who is bent over in the mural with the malice. And the beam also looks like force. Here, okay, tears. This is where the tears get important. See, here's Riju. Does some space and does Urbosa's Fury? She didn't have that, did she? Well, regardless, she's got tears in her earrings, aka tearings. I'm throwing this out there. These tears represent the souls and powers of fallen heroes or others, maybe. Possibly sages, but probably, it could be sages, but I'm thinking more just fallen dead people. So these tears have given Riju Urbosa's Fury. They gave Zelda and Mystery Figure, they carried Zelda away, gave Mystery Figure Triforce, so maybe Zelda is dead, and Ganondorf probably now has Demise. The red tear on Ganondorf's crown is probably Demise's spirit crystallized into a tear. Ganondorf takes that, puts it there, boom, now he. But that guy is so clearly Demise. Here's my explanation. Somehow during the final battle, that tear breaks, Demise's spirit is released. That combined with the malice and the giant blood moon allows it all to bring back Demise himself. Now, some people have told me, see this sleeve here? That's exactly what Ganondorf has. Yeah, true. So there are two explanations for this. One, clothes are clothes, doesn't really matter. Two, Demise consumed Ganondorf's soul and used him as a template for his new form. Like his body, took his body and used that as a template. I'm kind of hoping that's not what happens, and instead Ganondorf isn't really Ganondorf. Ganondorf is Darth Vader. Like, Darth Vader is not Darth Vader's real name. His real name was Anakin Skywalker. Ganondorf might not be Ganondorf's real name. His real name might just be Dorf. And the evil in him caused him to desire the name Ganondorf. So now with all the malice and stuff gone, he's now just Dorf, and Dorf and Link together defeat Demise. Because I mean, I'll show you why I think that in a second. Oh, wait, 1 second later. Link has rallied together forces. So, like, we will have armies that we combine to take down new enemies. So, like, you know, Dorf and Link now form one army against Demise, knowing if he's set loose, I just want to rule. But if this guy's set loose, it's the end. It's over. I'm throwing that out there, though. But yeah, just throwing that out there. So, Sidon, he has a tier. If these tiers do represent powers of fallen allies or whatever, then Sidon probably now has Mipha's Grace. That just makes the most sense. We haven't seen Yunobo, but Yunobo wouldn't really need a tier as he already has the Root's protection. Oh, that might explain why Tebu isn't back. He already has Rivali's Gale. But we, man, this is really. Is there a slower speed? Here we go. Slow this down. Oh, look! Storm? Yunobo's back. There's his hammer. Yunobo, there's a Goron. It might be Yunobo, but there's the hammer. There's the hammer right here. The chick has a tier. So, the chick probably has Rivali's Gale. But yeah, that is everything that I have seen thus far. And you know what? I'm just going to go onto Nintendo's YouTube page right now just to make sure that they haven't put out anything like a community post or anything. Now, there's one little thing I just want to point out. The birth of his new world. Has Ganondorf ever wanted to make a new world, or is it just rule Hyrule? Let me know in the comments down below. But birth of his new world is a quote Demise said, which we'll talk more about in my next video, where I'm going to point out every single connection from Skyward Sword to Tears of the Kingdom. Everything, and we'll include Breath of the Wild since those are somewhat connected, but everything that is in Skyward. Okay, if it was in Skyward Sword and in Tears of the Kingdom, it's in this video. So make sure you subscribe for that. Also, just one last thing I want to point out. This is Ganondorf's hair, short and in a ponytail. That guy's hair is not in a ponytail. Or short.